Hi, it's Luke here from Proactive, the instant reporting app brought to you by the Welsh Rugby Union. And we've just come to the end of our videos on how to use the app, and it's the right time to look at the dashboard and the stats package. As I said at the very beginning, you should have become familiar with the dashboard because it's the first thing you see when you arrive. It's just useful to run through a few things. So you can see here, anything in red is where an action is needed. If that was a hazard that's spotted, then it's obviously something that needs to be rectified. If it's an incident, an injury, there might be some follow-up. And obviously in the case of concussions, it's those people that are in recovery working their way through the process. So for example, if we go into incidents and we look at action needed, there'll be a little red tag here. Obviously then action is required. So once that action has been done, you can go in here and see what that is. If we scroll down, we can see that the suggested action here is add to concussion tracker. Luckily, we did that in a previous video. So now in order to remove this from the action required tab, we simply go in, add in the log that we have. We can log that comment so someone else can see that's happened. And then we just go down, and where it says "Are follow-up actions required," we simply turn that off, because now we've completed the action. And with that switched off, and I've got my name in here just to show that I've done that action, take responsibility for that, click submit. And then when we head up back to the dashboard, we look in action needed, you can see that it's been removed from there. If we look in no action required, it appears up here in this list, and it shows that I've signed that off as well. So that's a quick look at your way around the dashboard. And then the new addition is the stats. And this is quite simple. We go up to the stats tab, and you can basically look at stats for instances and concussions across the club or each group. Start by adding the club or company. Don't select a group. That will just manage the entire club's statistics. And there we can see over the last 6 months a trend of what's been occurring. And that can be useful if there's certain times of year when you're seeing more instances. That might be to do with the weather, it might be to do with some change in training intensity. It's just worth knowing that. And as certainly a RugbySafe lead or as a safeguarding officer or a club operational officer, then it would be useful for you to know that and feed that back to the relevant people. So there it is. That's a quick look at the dashboard and the stats section. And from there, you've really got all you need to know in order to be able to make the best use of the app and help make the game we love safer.